bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll run it the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Tackled at the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Able to haul it in as Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman.
Tevin Coleman, the 49er ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
Garoppolo's pass.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the 49er first down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now they hand off to Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time. Sometimes
you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? They won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Pick up a 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And nowhere incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To Jordan Reed.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
At their own 13-yard.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. punt, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating areas, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
We'll call out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Jackson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm through there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, there's like very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Rolled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pettis now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
On the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The Rams' 28-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's taken down at the...
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time, a 9-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA.
Cam Akers
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed.
Garoppolo's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Jackson on third down. And that is is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, "Ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home."
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
Garoppolo. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Niners set to take over on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
A quick slant as the throw's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Working from the gun. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Akers, the ball carrier.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Rookie rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is born. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Throw that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Lining up for the point.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Gerald Everett.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Down and 10.
To throw again. Jackson looking for the end zone. And this will be Incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they keep pace in the playoffs.